Hello and welcome to TXM TV. I'm Anthony Clyne and with me today is Kevin Bennett. Hi Kevin, how are you?
Anthony, great to be here.
And thanks for coming along. We've got two interesting topics today. And the first one continues the series about the new and innovative response manufacturing needs in many countries around the world as we race to win back markets and shore up supply of traditional and new customers. And today I want to talk about technology and how important and pivotal technology is. And Kevin, I think technology is a foundation for building new processes and competitive advantages on top of. And when I was a graduate engineer and robots were new, Australia was actually building our own robots and implementing those. And what I saw was a whole lot of engineer type technology driven people combined with a lot of practical, highly interested and dedicated electricians, and they worked together. And what enabled them to have success, along with the tool makers and the operations people, was a united passion. And they have a passion for making things work. And to get that passion, they needed a lot of experimentation. They were encouraged to try new things. They were encouraged to get as much out of the robot as possible. And there was a whole discussion and language about how to make a robot work more reliably, how to make an end effector calibrate its position all the time, how to monitor the servo drives so that they wouldn't break down. And there's all this very minute detail about getting things to work. And that is one of the most interesting things about manufacturing, because it's such a diverse range of processes, of equipment, and it's not just doing a few things. There's many different applications. So the hard thing is to foster that active experimentation culture. And recruiting these passionate people is one of the most difficult and high risk and high outcome events that we can possibly do. And Kevin, you're telling me about one of the ways that this is happening is not by having structured interview processes or having a loose structure. And the idea is to find the next generation of passionately motivated, but also technologically driven individuals who want to go and try stuff. And they want to create something, try stuff, and they want to see it work. And they need a lot of support. They need they actually need a lot of protection, a lot of esteem. And that's what the leaders should be doing now in order to make sure that in 5 years' time, their company has a core of these people who can get together, be challenged with a problem, think of a solution, and implement it in a rapid time. And so that's what new and innovative response to manufacturing to me is. And I look forward to seeing that and being part of it. And part of that is understanding who to call. And networking is a big part of that. And Kevin, the Best Practice Network is all about networking.
It definitely is, Anthony, and thank you very much. It's a great summary. Technology is a value-add and enabler. Yeah, great way to go forward. Yeah, a lot of networking, as you would imagine, with the Best Practice Network. And what I'm keen to share with you today, and obviously the viewers, is just some real key benefits. If networking is done right, it's very, very powerful. And I think to start off with, we all know we like to do business with or connect with people we know and we trust. And trust is a really important factor, and especially if they're through shared connections and friends. So if our colleagues enjoy talking to people or recommend people, then we build that link up and that trust already. So I think it's really important to understand that. And we talk about 9 pretty key benefits when we go to an event or do a site tour. And I just want to quickly take you through those 9, Anthony, and obviously share those with the viewers. Number 1 is about strengthening relationships. You know, it's not about just meeting the person for the first time and then go and then come away. It's continue to network, you build relationships, you get to know people, you get to know what they're doing, what's working for them, you know, get to know what they're involved in. So good networking strengthens relationships, yeah, either new ones or existing ones. The other thing, if you start to build those relationships, you get some fresh ideas. People start to open up and say, oh, you've tried this, what about this? Or, you know, a bit like we've spoken about earlier, listening to someone talk about the value of technology and think, oh, I never quite thought of that. And we're amazed a lot of the time how in our events, simple little ideas have a massive impact on people. When you then start to connect within the group and you start to share ideas, your profile begins to come up. People begin to see you as the people to go and talk to. You know, so it's then not always you trying to talk to people, because people get used to you, people start to come to you. And that then opens up a whole great new avenue in the networking cycle. Access to opportunities. If we're not talking to people, if we don't understand what's available or what's out there by sharing, then we can become quite blinkered. You know, just go into a different industry or a different sector and go, wow, I didn't realize that was an opportunity that I could access into. Number 5, which is very much linked to that, is new information. Where to find links, where to find information, you know, websites, especially what's going around, you know, with COVID and everything else. You know, there's so much information that people just don't even know where to go and find. So just by talking to people, talking to networking, you then get new sources of information, which helps advice and support. You know, number 6 is then that goes 2 ways. You know, it's advice and support back to you, but it's also advice and support that you can give back to others. And I think that's a pretty key structure in networking and building relationships, is being able to get that environment, that trusted advisor, that trusted person I can bounce an idea on and get some feedback on. If you do this regularly enough, there's a personal benefit here, which is about building your own confidence. It is quite nerving to go to that first session and not know somebody, have to go and say hello or shake a hand. And so the more you do it, the more confident you become, the better the conversations become, the better the outcomes for you. Number 8 is, again, building on that different perspectives. Try and get different ideas, listen to people. You know, we don't always have the right answers. We don't always have the right way to go. So just by listening to someone in a good open conversation opens up your thinking. As you said earlier, about being creative, about innovative, is about taking yourself out of your black box and looking at different ways. The last one for us is then, once you get that, you are building some very strong and good long-term relationships. As we go through industry, as we go through sectors, we build up, we know who to go and what you did in previous roles, who to go and talk to, people come to you from there. So, you know, networking is very powerful. It's something we have to work on. But for me, and I think the other part of the network, the benefits outweigh the challenges to go to do it. So get out there, get networking, and just build yourself, build your confidence, and build your capabilities. Get out there, Anthony. That's what we say to them. Get out and network.
Fantastic. And that's what's going to be so important. It's the collaboration that comes after networking that is going to be a key element as companies scamper to embrace all of this new technology, all of these new demands and business opportunities that we're going to be presented to in the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months. And it's a race to fulfill the customer's needs.
No, exactly right. Exactly right.
Yeah. So thank you for collaborating, and it's a great network, Kevin. And we'll be back tomorrow with another episode of TXM TV. Remember to comment on our LinkedIn page and email us at txmtv@txm.com. I'm Anthony Clyne. We hope you join us again for the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye for now.